Hey curlies, want to transform your dull flat curls from this to this? Let me show you how. Let's get into it. After shampooing, the next thing you want to do is deep condition. And we're going to start by dividing hair into 2 to 3 sections for better distribution. Starting with the back section first, make sure your hair is really wet with water. Next, we're going to use a deep conditioner. The one we're using today contains protein, and you don't want to use that often. About once a month is okay. She hasn't had a deep conditioning treatment in a while, so we're replacing those nutrients that's been stripped due to coloring and flat ironing. Make sure when you're applying the deep conditioner, you coat your hair all the way from the roots all the way down to the ends. Raking and lathering it into your strands is the best way to make sure that your hair absorbs all the product. It's also great to do this step while in the shower. We're just doing it here for the purpose of this video. Once section is fully coated in the deep conditioner, take your styler brush and start detangling your hair. Starting at the ends of your hair and working your way up to the roots is the best way to get tangles out fast and easy. This brush is also great for distributing the product in any areas of hair that you may have missed. Also, if your hair seems to dry out a little bit, go ahead and add a little bit more water to it just to make sure it doesn't dry up anymore. Once you've got your section of hair all detangled, twist up into a bun and hold with a clip until we're all done. Now that we're all done with this section, we're going to remove the top clip and do the same process, starting with water first. Once your hair is fully soaked with water, go ahead and add your deep conditioner, starting at your roots and working your way all the way down to the end. Making sure to touch every single one of your hair strands is the best way to incorporate moisture into your dry curls. Once you've covered all of your hair with the conditioner, start detangling with the styler brush. Remember, when you're detangling your hair, it's best to start from your ends, working your way up all the way to the roots. Once you've got your hair fully detangled, you can twist into 2 different sections or 1, whichever you prefer. From here, you can leave it just like so for about 5 minutes and then rinse out before you get out the shower. Or if you have really dry, dull hair from coloring or flat ironing, you can go on to the next step and add a shower cap and the heat cap to intensify moisture. Leave the heat cap on for about 10 to 20 minutes. Once your time is up, remove both caps and let your hair cool off for about 3 minutes. Next, we're going to rinse out all of the deep conditioner and dry off with our microfiber towel. This material helps to dry hair really fast and reduces hair breakage and frizz. Now, let's get to styling. Make sure you have your tools like your sprayer, your styler brush, your microfiber towel, your clips, and your products. Now let's get to it. You want to start by dividing your hair into 2 to 3 sections for better distribution of the products. First things first is water. This should always be your base product before applying any product. Next is our combing cream. And a little goes a long way, curl friends, but it's still necessary in order to help tame frizz. And here's me adding a little bit more water just to help tame frizz. After you've added the combing cream, go ahead and start detangling with your styler brush before moving on to gel. Gel is essential for all curls. It helps to seal and lock in that moisture. And it's best to use double the amount of gel. Once you've raked and lathered in the gel, it's time to scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. This enhances the curl tremendously. And that's it, curl friends. Repeating the same steps, we're going to start in the next section, starting with water first. Water is the key to removing dry hair. Once it's in a state of wet curls, that's when you take over and add your leave-in cream and add to your moisture. Once you've distributed your combing cream, go ahead and detangle with your styler brush. Thick combing cream is best for medium to high porosity curls and wavy to curly hair. Next is gel. Start by raking and lathering into the strands and distributing as much as you can. After raking and lathering into your strands, it's time to scrunch to enhance the curls as much as possible. Now we're on to our last section, and you want to make sure to check for any frizz that you may have done in a section already, because if you see frizz now, you'll definitely see it when your hair is dry. Once you get the steps and the technique down, it just becomes secondhand nature to you. It's just water, leave-in conditioner, and gel, and that's it. With time, practice, and consistency, you'll get faster and better at it, and your curls will become easier to manage. Also, before starting into a new product, it's best to add in water in between each step, just to make sure that your hair doesn't dry up in between. Once you've added in gel into the last section, start scrunching your hair until you hear that ksh, ksh, ksh noise. That's how you know it's good. And also, to increase the dry time and her curls, we're going to go ahead and microplop. This is microplopping. It's pretty much just scrunching, but with a towel. A microfiber towel, curl friends. And we're all done. From here, you can let your hair air dry, or You can hover and diffuse. This enhances the curls and it speeds up the dry time. Hovering like so allows your hair to get the best gel cast and reduces frizz. It's crucial not to touch your curls until they've created that hard gel cast crunch. And if you jump straight into diffusing, you're just touching your hair and making it frizzy and allowing your ends of your hair to dry first, which is pretty much backwards because the ends of your hair are the most fragile and they're going to dry first anyway. So it's crucial, girlfriends, to start with hovering or just let your hair air dry until it's reached the hard cast. Once your hair is about 50 to 60% dry with that gel cast, it's time to diffuse. Tilt your head to the side, allowing gravity to force your hair towards the ground. Hold the diffuser at the end of your hair and scrunch all the way up to your roots. Hold at your roots for about 5 to 7 seconds, just to let it dry just a little bit longer in that position. This technique enhances your curl definition and increases the dry time. Also, flipping your hair over and diffusing in this position creates volume at your roots. There are lots of great diffusers out there. Having a Dyson is definitely not necessary. You can purchase any from Target, Walmart, Ulta, whatever beauty store is near you. Continue to diffuse in areas that may still be a little damp. And once you've reached your desired dryness, you may be wondering, I don't want my hair crunchy or hard like this. This is just not the look. I don't want my hair to feel this way. We got you, girlfriend. That step's up next. Grab you a hair growth oil. It doesn't have to be this type. This type's great, but it doesn't really matter. If your oil has the pointer tip, you can go ahead and insert it right at your roots in different sections. Just a little bit can go a long way. Begin scalp massaging for about 30 seconds or so. This will help loosen the hair at your roots and give you some volume. Grab a tiny bit more oil and start rubbing into your hair, just all over the strands that you feel that are crunchy or hard. This will immediately leave your hair super defined and super soft. And that's it, girlfriends. Once you got the method down, you have it for life and your curls will thrive. And to increase volume at the roots, use our lift comb. The how-to video and link will be listed below. All the tools used in this video can be found at carriescurls.com. Subscribe to our channel and follow our social media sites. Thanks for watching, girlfriends.